Okay, I'm gonna make a cross like this today. This one's silver and gold, but the one I'm making today is gonna be all gold. And I started cutting the wires already to save a little time. Got some of them cut here. And I'm using 21 gauge square, dead soft. And then the wrap wire is gonna be 21 gauge, half round, half hard. And I'm gonna twist some of them. So I'm gonna show y'all how I twist them up. I got a electric screwdriver. It's a portable screwdriver. It's DC, battery operated. And this is what it looks like. It's it doesn't turn very fast like a big drill would. And here's how it works. You just turn it on and twist it until you get it about however you want it. About like right there should be good. And you always twist the long piece and then you cut it. That way you get the twist the same all the way. And if you twisted each one, now I got to cut this in 3-inch pieces, but if I twisted each 3-inch pieces, it'd be hard to get them all exactly alike, the same twist. So that's why you twist them all, twist the whole piece and then cut them. And I'm going to need 4 of these. Let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 twisted and 1, 2, 3, 4 not twisted. All right. Now I'm going to put them all together, and they're going to go like this. Would be a not twisted, then a twisted, and a not twisted, and then a twisted, and then a not twisted, like that. And then we'll put some tape on them, hold them together like this. Put one on each end. Okay. I think I said 4 not twisted a while ago, but it was actually 6 not twisted. And okay, I got the bundle put together here. Now I'm going to take and mark it. Get my marking pen here, a little Sharpie. I'm going to mark this right here, 1 inch. 1 inch from the end. All right. And I'm going to take the wrap wire. I'm going to wrap that. And you want to have the flat, this is half round, so it's rounded on the bottom. You want it flat on the top here. And you get about that far from the end and put it right on the end of your pliers, because pliers is thinner right here on the end, and it's about the same thickness as this wire is, so that when you bend that and you put it on there, it makes a good fit right on the edge of the wire. And then you bend it up like that, mash it down, roll it over, bend it up, mash it down, roll it over, bend it up, mash it down, roll it over. All right, then you turn it around and you catch this little short wire here. And a lot of times you'll have a little bump on the end. So I just automatically just pull this back and tighten it up and bring it around like that and mash it down like that. Then I'll take my cutting pliers And you want to cut with the flat side of your pliers on the port you're going to keep. The other side, see, is not flat. So when you put them on the jewelry like this, you're going to cut with the flat part on the port you're keeping. The scrap wire you're going to throw away and put in the scrap pile. Then turn it around like this and cut the other side like that. Strap wire down. Then you take your chain those pliers and you get right on the end of the wire. And you mash it down and then you lift the pliers up like that. And do the same with the other side. You lift it up like that. And that makes it dig down into the middle so that you can rub this down and you won't get scratched with it. All right. Now we can take this tape off. And here, put it on the table over here and use it later, maybe for something else. All right. Now, we're going to take and mark this again with a Sharpie. And we're going to go 3/8 of an inch from the wrap up and put a little mark on each side like that. All right. Now, we're going to take this and pull it out a little bit. Use the flat part on the part you're going to keep, just like that. And don't let it nick that second wire, or if it nicks it, it'll break off right there where you nick it. So just go ahead and pull it out and cut it. And turn it over and pull the next one out. And let's see, wait a minute. Get right on there, pull it out like that. And then cut it off. Now, I'm going to pull the next one out. I'm going to pull that one out and this one out. And I'm going to cut them off 1/8 of an inch. I'm just guessing at it. It's not going to be far off if it's not 1/8 of an inch, and it'll be all right. And I'm going to cut them off like that. And then the center wire, I'm going to cut off 1/16 of an inch longer than those wires. And it's going to look like that. Then we're going to take around those pliers, pull that out a little bit, pick around those pliers, and I've got a mark on around those pliers right here. And I'm going to take and put this on the first wire, like that, right to that mark, like that. And then I'm going to bring it around like this, all the way around, like that. All right, then we're going to do the same with the other side. Bring it around. Yeah. We're going to bend it over like that. Then we're going to catch the next wire and bring it around right down on top of that wire, like that. And we're going to take the next one. We're going to bring it around right down on top of that wire on that side. And let's see, I need to get that straight in there. Okay. Now this one we're going to take and put our pliers right here, only up about right there. And we're going to bend that over to the side like that. Then we're going to take and put our pliers on it right there. And we're not letting that stick out above the pliers on none of those wires. And you're going to bend this on around And it's going to look like this. It's like a little lollipop on the end of a stick, that little circle. All right. Now we take this tape off over here. Stick it on the table. And we're going to take 2 wires and bend them up like that on that side, and 2 and bend them up like that on this side, just like that. All right, then we're going to take 1 wire that's not twisted, and we'll lay it on here like this. Oops, bent that one. All right, now we want this side to be longer than this side, because we're going to bend this one down, and it's got to be as long as this one. So put that on there and put this. Well, I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's do this. It'd be easier to do right now. I'm taking the pliers, put them right in here, and kind of lift this up a little bit and get way back down here like this, and bend that on down like that. And then we're going to bend this back up like this. Now, let me see how I've got that bent. Okay, now we're going to put this wire back on here, leaving it about the length of this wire. And we're going to put another twisted one the same way. I'm going to put another one not twisted the same way. And let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. Okay, we're going to get another piece of tape again. And we're going to put it right on there like that. Bend it around. Tape all the way around. And then, let's see, we're going to take well, I can't catch that little wire there. There we go. All right, we're going to take this and we're going to bend it up like that. Just like that. All right, then we're going to take one of the twisted wire again. We're going to put it on this side. And we're going to leave the long end on this side here, because it's going to be bent down this way. So I'll put that there. And we're going to put one that's not twisted to here, like that. And I'm going to take this tape back off and put it on all of them now. Put that like this. And then put the tape back on there. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this. Oh, wait a minute. I got it too short there. I got to pull it this way. Okay. See what, before we do that though, straighten these wires out. another piece of tape on here on this side, like this. Tape is a pretty good tool. It really does a good job. Okay, we're going to catch this like this, and we're going to put the fingernail right on here like this and bend these over this way, like that. And then we're going to take and put a piece of tape on them out right here. Okay, now we just got to kind of tweak them a little bit. Get them up just right. All right, then we're going to take some wrap wire. And we're going to put the first wrap on the, or second wrap on the cross. That's going to be right here. And we're going to wrap that up. Mash it down. Wrap that up. Mash it down. And just keep it. We'll get 3 wraps on it. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to catch the end of the wire like this. I'm going to kind of pull it back and pull it around. And then we'll mash it down. Then we're going to take our cutting pliers. And we're going to cut this off. And put that in the scrap pile. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but when you cut them off, you always want to cut them off just where they only cover about 2 wires, 3 at the very most, because the longer they are, the harder, the easier it will be for them to get lifted up. And we don't want them to get lifted up. So you just put, have them short enough to cover just 2 wires. And I've never had no problem by doing that. They all always work out perfect. All right, bring this one up. Wrap it up. Take this end here, pull it up, pull it down, and we're going to wrap it around on this side. Oops, put one too many wraps in there though. No, I didn't. That one don't go in there. That one stays down there. Now we got 3 wraps. Cut this one off here. Put that in the scrap pile. Cut this one off. Lay it down. Take our chain nose. Get right on the end of that wire. With the end of the pliers. Mash it down and kind of lift it. Mash it down and lift the pliers up again. Now it won't scratch you. Okay, now we didn't finish this one off a while ago. Gotta get right on the end of it, mash it down, and lift it up. Mash this one down, Lift it up. All right. Uh-oh. I made a boo-boo. Well, that's not too hard to correct. Take the tape back off. And you take the wrap back off on one side. It's very easy to get, trying to go too fast, I guess. Take that wire off. Now, we're going to get a, let's see, where did I put them at? Oh, here they are. Get a 3mm bead and put on there. One 3mm bead. Whoops. One flew out. Okay, let's see. It's this one right here. Okay, put that on there. And it's going to go right down there where I had bent that in the back. It's going to sit right in there on that side. Okay. Now, need some more wrap wire. All right. Wrap that up. Oops. Wrong side there. That. Roll it over. Mash it down again. And let's see. That's on. Okay, gotta go there. And this one, we're going to catch it. Put it up. Bring it around. Mash it down. And then we're going to slide that up, further up on the wire, like that. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to go just a little bit more. That's it. All right. This off. And get this one off. Put this stuff in the scrap pile. Okay. Now. Okay, now I'm going to mash these down and lift them up. Mash this one down and lift the pliers up. Okay, now none of those are scratchy. All right. All right. Now, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take and mark them with a pen. This 3/8 of an inch. This is right there and right there. Do 3/8. And go ahead and take this tape off here. Save it for later. Mark this side 3/8 of an inch. Right from the wrap out there and there. Okay. Now I'm going to take and pull this out, and we're going to cut it off with the flat part of the pliers facing the part we're going to keep. And we pull it out so we don't nick that second wire. Put that in the scrap pile. Turn this one around, turn the pliers around. And cut that one off. And guess on this one, say about 1/8 of an inch longer. Scrap pile. Don't have to measure this because it's so easy to measure, to just guess at 1/8 of an inch. Can't hardly mess up on 1/8 of an inch. And then this last one is going to be a 1/16 of an inch past the other wire. Like that. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this one then. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Okay. Pull this out a little bit. Cut it off. I'll just go ahead and cut this in here off. On this side. Yep. Tell you a story about the scrap wire. When I first started doing wire work, somebody told me to save the scraps and I could sell them back to the company I bought the wire from, Rio Grande, and they would buy them back from me. So I saved them. I didn't think too much of it, but I kept them. About 5 years later, wife says, we ought to go ahead and send those wires in. And so I hadn't separated them, the silver and the gold. So we had to sit down and separate those wires. And there was so much of them, it took almost a month to separate them. And so anyhow, we separated them and boxed them up, took them to the post office. And I had a pretty good sized box. And they charged me $40 to ship them things. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, I hope I get $40 out of them. So I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks later, they sent me an email. And if you tell them to keep the wire, keep the money, and you buy more material with them, you get a little bit more money out of it. So I had done that. So they sent me an email and told me how much my wires was worth. And I like to fell through the floor when I got that. You never guess. $3,343. So it pays to save you scraps. All right, let's see here. And bring this on around. Got to screw them up. Set in a little bit. Okay. Maybe just a wee bit more. Yeah, like that. All right, now we'll cut these off. Cut this one off. There. Chain those. I sit down and lift the pliers up. Mash this one down and lift the pliers up. Now they won't scratch you. And we'll pick up these little pieces here before they get lost. Well, if I can pick them up, put them in the split file. Right. Straighten up a little bit. Okay, I'll take my round nose now and go ahead and bend these around. Catch that like that. Bring that around. Catch the other side. Bring it around. And the next one. And this one here. Pull it out a little. And bring it around. Now we catch this right here, about like that. Bend it over. And then we'll bring it around. Like that. And that's how it's finished. And we'll do the same on the other side. That's it right there. Bring it around. Turn it over. Pull it out a little bit. Catch it. Bring it around. And the next one. Bring it around. And then this one here. And remember, we take this and bend it right about there. And then we'll catch it. And we'll bring it around. Okay. Now we got that. Now we got to do this one. So we got to take this tape off. And we're going to tape. The reason I took it off is because it was right in the way where I'm going to have to wrap. We're going to go down 1 inch from this side of the thing to here. 1 inch. That's from the top side of this wrap. And that'll be the bottom side of that wrap. We're going to wrap up. All right, now let's see. I don't know what this is. Wrap wire. Should be long enough. Oops, turn it over. Okay. Up. wraps. This. And, there's a reason why I'm wrapping 3 wraps. And on bracelets, I'll wrap 7 on each end of the bracelet, 3 in the middle part of the bracelet. Because I read one time that 7 and 3, most people think is their lucky number. So I figured I'd cover both bets on it. And so I always put 7 and 3. But of course, they say you should never put an even number on jewelry anyway. It should be an odd number. Like if you're going to put beads on it, put 3 beads or 7 beads, or don't put 4 or 6 or something like that. I don't know if that makes any difference, but that's what they say. Now, I'm gonna see what I got here. No, maybe that might be a little too long. Let's see. Yeah, it's way too long. Yeah, I'm gonna raise that up. I haven't made these in a long time, so I'll figure out what I'm doing. But I'm gonna take and scoop this up. Let's see. Weave it more. Have to write these measurements down, I guess. Okay, that should do it. All right, let's see what I got here now. Outside to outside. Outside of that wrap to outside of this wrap is 5/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna have to write that down somewhere. All right, now, let's see. Go ahead and mark this. 3/8 of an inch. That's something that came out right to where that mark was at. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to cut it off. Let's go ahead and take this in here and do the same. 1/8 of an inch. Pull it out. Cut it off. Fold it over. Well, see, I just nicked that one, but watch. It breaks off. That's why you pull them out, so that you won't nick the second wire. And then this one, 1/16 of an inch. Okay. All right. Now, take that. This. Each time you do this, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but you don't want to let the wire stick above your pliers. You want it even with the end of the wire, even with the top of the pliers there, and you roll it over. And pull that one out. little. And then it's this one about right there. And that's just about a little bit underneath the loop here. That's where you bend that one. And you catch it like this. And you make a lollipop out of it. Like that. If you need to, you can kind of tweak it a little bit. So I got one over here that's top one here. Need to do it a little bit more. Okay, that's it. Now, we got it. It's finished. Looking good. Okay, thanks for coming along with me and watching me.